This episode on the Mesh.tv is sponsored by The Sock Factory, making quality socks in North Carolina since 1975. Producers of Crazy Compression, William Tucker, and FitSock, The Sock Factory has something for everyone. Find out more at thesockfactory.com.
What you want, when you want it, where you want it. This is The Mesh.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Street Circle Drive here on the Mesh.tv. We hope you're having a great day. It's a beautiful day in Hickory. Hello, boys.
Hello. Lady.
Hello. Welcome aboard. We have today's May 3rd? Mm-hmm.
All day.
So 1st of May. It's looking great outside finally.
It's going to be May.
A little bit warmer weather. And hopefully you're out enjoying it, listening to your favorite podcast right now. And I hope you're enjoying the rest of the shows that are on the Mesh.tv. You can find us on that website. You can also see us on Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, YouTube. Oh, we are now on Spotify.
Oh.
Just so everybody knows, we're on Spotify. You can find the Mesh channel on there and listen to all your favorite shows, which includes us, Street Circle Drive.
What's up, everybody?
Hey. So we have a jam-packed show today. We've got a couple of different things, special things happening, and we have a guest in the studio. So I hope everybody sticks around for the end of the show after our restaurant review, because we will be doing a special segment of a second interview that's going to come later from a group of kids that is coming to tour the Mesh studio later on, and we're going to let them get on the mics and record, and then we're going to put them on this show. So
you can be their role model and tell them all the great things they can be when they grow up.
Clearly.
Yeah, and Moose is going to be there too.
Oh, how dare you!
Well, yes. He's the pretty one of the bunch. So
yeah. Now the truth comes out.
Here's for his looks. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and get started, but please do stay tuned till the end of the show so that you can hear about a really cool program that's happening in Hickory for its area youth. All right, moving on. Speaking of area youth, we've got probably the youngest one at the table, the guest today. We have, and correct me if I'm wrong on your title, is it Associate Athletic Director.
Yes. You nailed it. Yep, that's
fairly new to the area.
Yes.
Aaron Bessey.
Yep.
Okay, welcome aboard.
Hey.
Thanks for coming to the table.
Go Bears.
I appreciate it. Yeah, go Bears. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So Aaron, as we said, Associate AD over at Lenoir-Rhyne University, hanging out in the athletic department. I've seen you shooting T-shirts out of T-shirt guns.
Yeah, hey, you got to wear a lot of hats over there.
Absolutely. I've seen you carrying pizzas to the student section, and all these things I kind of want to get to. But give us a quick rundown of who you are and what brought you to Hickory.
Sure, yeah. So like you said, Aaron Bessey, Associate Athletic Director over at LR. Second most hair at this table.
Hey!
Sorry, I had to throw that in
right
there. Yeah, exactly. But kind of what I handle in a nutshell over there at LR is a lot of the external stuff that handles on a daily basis. So the marketing and promotions, trying to get butts in seats, trying to get people to come to games, be engaged while they're there. So making the in-game experience more fun for the fans, working with what we got. And then also I handle a lot of our corporate sponsorships, partnerships as well. So getting out in the community, building relationships there, trying to provide, incentives for, area businesses to grow and obviously help us out in return. So I handle a lot of that stuff too. And then a lot of the community involvement, just in general in terms of trying to get people to come to camps, hosting different things before, after games with our area youth to get them engaged. And again, it all goes back to getting more people to come to events and just kind of engage in LR. And hopefully one day, just like you two, go to LR. That's the end goal, is we want to keep growing like we are. So just kind of doing everything that I can to partner with campus and the other people in the department to make LR great. Yeah,
hey,
so it's fun.
Awesome.
Excellent. Where are you from originally?
So I was born in Michigan, but I grew up in Greensboro. So I'm really from Greensboro.
Okay.
So not too far.
Fair enough.
Too far, yeah.
Fair
right
enough.
in that same neck of the woods.
And you did not go to LR.
I did not.
But we won't hold that against you on
No.
it. I mean, McNally didn't go there either, but
Yeah. Don't hold that. I'm here now.
Yes, that's
I'm here
right.
now.
That's all that matters.
Exactly.
You're wearing the red and black.
That's right.
Exactly.
We were talking about earlier how LR does have quite a few people that went to LR that are on staff, but bringing people on the staff that didn't go to LR brings in so many different perspectives and allows you to take what you've seen at other spots and maybe your alma mater and bring it to our alma mater and really freshen it up. So, what's some of those things that you're bringing to LR or maybe on the horizon?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. So I went to NC State. So I'm a Wolfpacker, which is obviously a big school. And
is that all right with you, McNally?
And
my sister, higher education in for everybody, but
and the show is over now. Thanks, guys, for listening.
Yeah, no, you guys are probably surprised I'm not farming, but no. So I that's a big school, obviously, and then I worked at Appalachian State when I graduated for a couple of years.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, right. Most recently, I was at Georgia State. So the AD that was at App went down to Georgia State. A few of us ended up following him down there. That was a cool experience, being in Atlanta, but it's not really my speed, not my pace, a little big for me. So when I got this opportunity this summer, it was really exciting, and it's different for me. A Division II school, a smaller size school, really was kind of exciting, but a little scary at the same time. And it's been everything I hoped it would be and more. The community and the place, it's awesome. It's fantastic. I wasn't sure exactly what to expect, but working for Kim, our athletic director, and getting to meet Dr. Witt while I was up here for my interview and everything just kind of made the decision really easy for me. And it is kind of like what you said. I think for them, too, in hiring me, it was very important for them to have someone with kind of a fresh perspective a little bit, because there are a lot of people around the department that have been here for a while, and that's a really good thing, because you don't want to change things up too much to where you're going to alienate some people that know how things have been done. Tradition here is huge. Obviously, there's been a lot of success in the football realm and in a lot of other sports, basketball. You name it. So you don't want to lose sight of that. You want to make sure that all the other people are engaged that have been around for a long time. But fresh perspectives are good. So a lot of the bigger things that I've seen done at the schools I mentioned earlier, like big giveaways, or this past year during football season we did post-game fireworks, potentially doing some concerts at tailgates or post-games, just all those type of things that you think might be just reserved for the places with bigger budgets. That's not necessarily the case. We have to be more creative about it, so it might be us going into the community and finding a sponsor or partner that wants to help us offset those costs, kind of in terms of promotion. So if we do fireworks presented by so-and-so, it helps them out, and obviously it helps us out from a marketing standpoint. So taking some of those fresh ideas, seeing how things are done at different places is good. And it's good to you got to have a happy medium. You got to have a balance between what you're doing good now and what you can be doing well from other places. And so I think we're striking that, and it's really fun and it's really exciting. So I'd say that's been a little bit of an adjustment here, but it's going. It's going. We've made a lot of progress in the last 10 months or so since I've been here, and I think it's just going to keep getting better and better.
Good.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
What's the vibe from your point of view of the students on campus and their engagement with the athletics?
Yeah, so I think it's awesome. I think it's great. They're very, very engaging, and they always are responsive, and they always want to make athletic events as good as they can. I think a big area that we were lacking a little bit before my position was created was a point of contact, so kind of someone that was dedicated to building those relationships and getting around campus to know the students, the different Greek life organizations, SGA, all the kind of, needle movers on campus that aren't athletes, because it's a smaller school, so a lot of the students are athletes, but still 75% of the population or so are not. So we've got to find a way to make sure that we're not feeling like, athletics is separate than the campus. They've got to be ingrained and they've got to be entrenched in each other to make it successful. So we've done a good job of creating some student committees, building a student section in the end zone area next to the band. The band's growing every year, which at a school like at this size, bigger schools will take that for granted. But here it's really important, and it provides a lot to a game day experience. So we've been blown away by the band's engagement and the Greek life and SGA, and we try to help them out too. So if they've got some kind of student event going on campus that isn't athletics related, what we can do is say, hey, we'll present this to all of our coaches and teams to get our athletes to attend your events. So it's not just, hey, we're always asking for you guys to come to our stuff. We want to make sure that they feel like athletes care about what they've got going on as well, because they're students too. Student comes first. So just building those relationships and having someone that can take the time to build that stuff from the ground up has been very valuable, I think, for LR, and it's just going to keep getting better. So we've started the whole Bears supporting Bears thing this year.
Oh,
Nice.
hashtag
Bears supporting Bears. Hashtags are big. You guys get that. You're
we
young
hear,
enough to be in the social media.
We hear that that's a big thing.
Yeah. We got to
Michael,
get you guys that.
hashtags are
Is that the
trending.
pound?
There's this thing called the internet, McNally.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the pound button. This one
Right,
looks.
pound.
Yeah.
Hit the
Okay.
pound
Yeah.
sign.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can even do it
On
on,
the
your phone.
on your rotary phone, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
He's a lost cause.
Aaron's like, what's a rotary phone?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. I wasn't going to, but now that you brought it up, yeah, what is that? No. But yeah, so we've
That's awesome.
started the Bears Supporting Bears initiative, and that's kind of taken on a life of its own. So it's just
Good.
it's all people. I mean, you
Yeah.
guys know that. It's just all people.
Well, you actually have a former Bears athlete here at the table.
Yeah,
with
it
you.
doesn't look like it, but yeah, for sure.
Love it.
I was a one.
Pick the sport.
Yeah, let's.
water polo? No,
Close.
Yeah.
Cross
I was a
country?
buoy. No. Oh, that was rich, but yeah, no.
That was good. Yeah, you're just so fit and slim. I was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man,
Which
brutal.
one is this?
It's fun. No,
Baseball?
I was a soccer player about 30 pounds ago.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
30 pounds, 20 years.
Yeah, 30 pounds. It is 20 years.
Hey,
That's
see, so-
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
20
yeah.
years.
Hey, soccer players though also got to be in good shape, man.
Yeah,
That's-
for sure.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
I was a goalkeeper.
It was goalkeeper. Yes.
The last
Never
line
been in
is
good shape.
less shape, but it's still shape.
Yeah.
It's
Round
a
the
shape.
shape.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
It is a shape.
It's
It is a
we came to LR at a really weird time, I
Okay.
feel like, with athletics and stuff.
Yeah.
We came.
Are
we
you
were
saying
the-
that because they recruited Moose to
How dare you?
LR? I'm just.
I mean, you want to see my stat sheet? You want to see my stat
I
sheet? I
did
got my
not.
highlight tape at home. I can
He's
bring
got a
in
highlight reel. He wants to bring in.
VHS.
floppy.
Boys, stop. No, it was
I like this.
oh, good. I'm glad you do. We came to school the year that the tennis team was
Starting or
got
leaving?
rid of.
Okay.
Yes,
It's back now.
It is back now and doing pretty darn good.
Very well. Very well.
For as young as they are,
Yes.
considering. But we went to school with a couple guys that came to school to play tennis on tennis scholarships. Got there, the team was gone, so they went to school for 4 years to play tennis and never picked up a racket.
Man,
It was
yeah,
crazy.
That is
they,
crazy.
I mean, they got a tennis
an
scholarship for
unfortunate
4 years.
situation.
Right.
Well, it wasn't for them. They got
Yeah, they
4
just-
years of scholarship money.
A lot more free time, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Elor wasn't
quirky.
really that hot bun of an athlete. I think, honestly, well, we were there for 5 football seasons. So,
Victory lap.
for sure. Combined total wins. What do you think? The 5 years that we were there, combined total
4.
wins. No, it was probably 15 in 5 years.
Still 3 a year.
For that LR math, that's around 3 a year. It was bad for a minute.
How many students were there when y'all were there?
About 1,200.
Oh wow!
Wow.
So it's
It's over doubled.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
About 1,200.
Yeah, about 1,200. And we didn't have the other stuff of the MBAs and the master student
all
grads that were
The
coming in
different
and the
schools
bigger
being
programs
developed.
coming in. Yes, of course it was college. It wasn't the university then. We were in the transition of presidents.
Right.
So we left Ryan LaHerd, had an interim of Norman Fentel, and then went to Dr. Powell, who was a dean while we were there.
Another Norman too.
Yes.
No, Wayne. Sorry.
We were in the middle of a really weird time, I feel like, personally. But
Right.
we loved it. We went, we both were in Greek life. We had to dress up to go to the football games. I mean, that was
Yeah.
cool. Like,
Coat and tie.
yeah, like we had to dress up for football games. And so, anyway.
Tailgate.
No,
But
no, yes.
that all
still
being
fun.
said,
Yeah.
that all being said, in the close to 20 years since that we've been outside of the undergraduate ranks, LR has experienced exponential growth.
Absolutely.
And
it's so much fun to watch.
Yeah, with help of great employees such as Aaron, but great alumni support, and athletics, and having just a banger of a football team for about 5 or 6 years has really helped.
Shout out Mike Houston. We miss
Yeah,
you.
we do miss you, Mike.
Seriously. Yeah, he'll so that's exactly right. And athletics is kind of the front door of a university in a way.
Sure.
That's the way we look at it. It's the same thing that happened at App when they beat Michigan. The
Yeah,
enrollment thing,
yeah.
I mean, it just skyrocketed over the next few years. And LR's definitely experienced that with the run to the national title game in 2013. And Obviously Coach Houston's doing big things now at James Madison, and basketball had a little bit of a spike too. Ryan Odom was the head coach here for a year, took us to the Sweet 16, and now he's doing big things at UMBC, who beat Virginia in the NCAA tournament.
Big show.
Yeah.
That year. Yeah, it was awesome.
It's and it's exciting for us too, because it puts a little bit of LR on the map, because that publicity is good. And the tough thing for us too is when you have a coach that great, if they move up to the Division I ranks, well then we've got to replace them with someone who's good. And obviously, LR might not have made the best hires since Coach Houston has been here, but we think now we've crushed it and we've nailed it with Coach Cronick. So we're excited about him being here. He got here in December, was the offensive coordinator at Furman, completely turned them around in a year from an offensive standpoint. Just a brilliant mind on that side of the ball, and he's hired a lot of good assistants to take care of the defensive side of the ball. So we're really, really ecstatic that he's here, and we think we've turned the corner to where in a couple of years we can be back to that stage and hopefully help continue to have the whole university grow.
We're hearing good things about him.
For sure. And even during the slumps, even those the 5 years the 5 seasons that we were there, I mean, alumni is engaged, is there, and we're they're going to, and that's the beautiful part about Hickory. There's so many LR grads that have stuck around and they're here, and we are rabid supporters of the university, and we are we get super pumped up for all the LR events, and it's just a really great way to it's a community builder. LR is our community, really.
Yeah, and I can see that. And again, when I was up here just for a couple of days when I interviewed in the summer, that was very apparent, and then being here the last 9 or 10 months, it's like it blows your mind. And I'm not just saying that, just the fact that there's so much engagement with the community, even non-LR alumni. I mean, people that are just here in Hickory that have kind of adopted LR as their team,
right,
is really special. I mean, it's not something you see a lot of unless you're in a big market. So it's really cool to be a part of that, and really special. And not only with football, but especially spring sports, which we can touch on a little bit more here in a minute, have been really, really, really successful this year.
You got a real hot season right now. Yeah,
we're firing on all cylinders at this time, which is exactly the way we want to end a school year. So,
well, let's go on into that. So I know that the ladies lacrosse just finished up.
Yes.
In a heartbreaker, but did that was in the finals, right? The championship game.
Yeah, so they were in the SAC tournament championship against Queens, who has now lost one game in their history within conference, and that was this year against us, which was really exciting. So we won the regular season SAC championship for the women's lacrosse, which is the first time ever. They beat Queens 12-11 here in Hickory, which was really exciting. And so they won the SAC championship. The men's lacrosse team won the SAC championship, and softball won the SAC championship. And we'll have 3 teams competing in the postseason for the NCAA tournaments, which is really exciting. So golf, women's golf, is in the Super Regionals for the first time ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'll be next week, or I guess this week by the time this airs. And that's really exciting on the women's side. And then the men's lacrosse team it's not official, but they'll most likely be the number 1 seed in the South. They're 4th in the country right now, which means they'll host an Elite 8 game on May 12th. So Saturday, May 12th, over at Moretz Stadium. And it's free. So please, we want everyone to come be there for that. It's really exciting. And then softball will also be hosting regionals that same weekend, May 10th through 12th, over at LR at home. Also is going to be free. So a lot of 1 seeds going around, a lot of exciting things. We're hoping that we can make a little run in the NCAAs on one of those 3 sides. But we still got a lot going on. I know graduation's around the corner, but we don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
That's
we hope they're in the dorms until June. That means we keep winning.
That's awesome.
So it's fun. It's fun. Winning's fun. Everyone likes winning.
Absolutely. And we've gotten in the habit of trying out some different sports now that I have children. We like to go to the softball games. Both my girls play softball, but we like to go watch them. They do the Sheena Holler summer camp in the summers.
She's good.
Sheena's just an institution over there. I mean, she's
just
fantastic.
had a big win. What number did she just win?
800.
Yeah.
That's
unbelievable,
a lot of wins.
Right? That's unbelievable.
That's a few.
Yeah. We're like, we can't wait for the next 800. And she's like, whoa.
She's like, yeah, guys.
Pump the brakes there.
Yeah, but, we've gone to a lacrosse game. I mean, there's so much fun to watch. And lacrosse is just fairly new to this area in general, because I didn't grow up with a lacrosse team anywhere nearby. And it's just really cool to see a lot of this stuff taking off. And the lacrosse team's done so much with the local youth.
Yes.
So I just think it's great. And then even now, having tennis teams, having the golf team, having the swimming teams, all this stuff active and full.
Yeah.
we didn't always get to experience that, and it's really cool to watch.
It is. It's fun. We've got a full slate. We've got 22 sports, which is a lot. And we could sit here for a full hour and talk about the success of our programs this year, and I'm sure I'd leave someone out, and then I'd go back and they'd be mad at me. So, but yeah, no,
you stop while you're ahead with the winners, right?
Tennis made the SAC tournament for the first time ever this year, and the program's new, and the fact that it was stopped and then brought back. So that was really cool. And then swimming broke a lot of records this year, and it's been a whole lot of fun. It's just the coaching staff that we have over there and the administration staff. It's a big family, which again goes back to the whole community aspect of it. The whole community is a family, and that's what's fun. Is everyone just has the student athlete's best interests at mind, and that's why we do what we do. That's what we're passionate about, is doing everything we can to provide them with the best experience possible.
With that, what is it you would request from the community? Anybody that's listening to this, what's your ask?
Yeah, money. No.
Yeah, right. Hey.
No.
But you're not going to turn that away.
No. Yeah, but seriously, there's a lot of ways, obviously, on the financial side of things to get involved. Whether it's through the Bears Club, which just went through a really nice transition this year, becoming in-house. So it was kind of a, not a third-party entity, but it was kind of run separately from the university. And they do a great job of providing scholarships for our student athletes. And so we've kind of intertwined all that into athletics, which is really great, and everyone was on board with it. And that's just what that does, is just streamlines everything for us. So makes the environment more of a working environment where everyone's together, making decisions together, and making sure that it's best for our donors and the student athletes and the university. So that's really exciting. And Dr. Witt and Kim and Ryan Edwards and Bob Fincher did a great job helping us out, get that involved. John Moretz, obviously, people like that have really been helpful.
Like a booster club.
The booster club, yeah. So, you can get involved that way, and obviously tickets and parking and stuff comes with that for the big football games and basketball and everything that goes along with that. And then from a corporate standpoint, we have a lot of things that we can offer now that my position's in place over at our games to kind of get your business more engaged with what we've got going on through, promotions during the games, handing stuff out, signage, you name it, social media, emails. There's a lot of things that we can do and have fun with that helps us out from a financial standpoint, and hopefully will help you guys out from a traffic standpoint. But just in general, what I would say is the engagement. Just coming out, coming to our games, everything except for football and basketball is free for everybody. So, whether or not you have a couple bucks to spare, just come out. It's free. Baseball is free. Softball is free. Soccer is free. Volleyball is free. Lacrosse is free. Swimming. We can go up and down the list. And so just bringing your family out like you guys do already is really the main thing that we can ask. Just engage with us. Get to know some of our kids. Be a part of our family at LR. That's the biggest thing that we can ask of, is just, your involvement and seeing your faces on Saturdays and Sundays over at the ballpark or wherever it is.
McNally, you sold?
I am sold. Well, I've said for a while the tailgating package, right? First of all, football, the fall here, tailgating is just it's the best. Sure. It's probably the best value in town when you join that booster. You get that parking right there on the practice field. There. They do events at homecoming with the bounce houses, all this stuff for your kids. It's one of the few university college environments when you're tailgating and you actually can bring little kids out there with you.
Absolutely.
Not only just safety. It's a great family. Yeah. No offense to the crawdads are a great value. That's one of the best values in town as far as family entertainment and really having a great time. And coming from one of those larger schools to here, it really is that. Gosh, you're in and out. You can go and have a great time. You can go watch the football. It doesn't take your whole entire day or weekend.
No.
It is great having that sort of presence here and that option. And with a good school, you can get behind, all the great things going on, and it is fun to kind of get behind. And that's why it was, nice to hear all the things like connecting. We talk about this, connecting the school with the, it should be Hickory's school.
I agree, and I love everything you just said. I couldn't have said it better. It's a really, really, really great value, and it's easy, and it's in town, and it's something that you can bring the whole family to, and just, that's what it is. It's just a big family of kids and stuff running around on Saturdays, throwing the football, having fun in the field, and obviously the parents can go over to the Bears Club tailgate area and get some free food, some beverages, whatever it is, and just kind of enjoy themselves. And it's right here in town, convenient, kind of a one-stop shop. And we really like that. And just to touch on some other things we might have going on is we're getting grandstands involved, or getting them put in over at soccer. So we've kind of had temporary bleachers that have been just sitting there. that we have to move from baseball and softball and just kind of, take them everywhere. We have permanent 500-seat grandstands being put in this summer, probably in the next month.
So you guys just broke ground on that like this week or like last week?
Yeah, last week we so David E. Looper's putting the foundation and that's done, and then Southern Bleacher's going to come in and put those bad boys up there.
Are there naming rights available? Moose?
There are.
There you go.
There's moose everywhere on the campus.
Yeah, we can have a side meeting about that. Though. I'm sure you Moneybags over here. I'm sure you can take care of it.
Not me.
I think we were actually discussing this earlier about how Moose's old stomping grounds are getting the bleachers over there and the permanent structure. Well, what we'd like to see, and if you could put the good word in for us, for those people that have driven around campus and have been on to any of the facility, you see the bronze statues that are out there for each of the sports, right?
Yes.
So
I think I know where this is.
We'd really like a bronze statue of a couch put right beside the soccer field because that's how we used to watch the games when we were in school. Because we didn't have the Moretz Stadium or Moretz complex around the soccer field. The field was there, but instead there were fraternity houses in front of it.
Yeah, wow.
So we sat on their back porch and we watched the soccer games.
I like that.
On this nasty old couch.
The Sigma Kappa house used to be the Theta Chi house where I lived, and it was just smack on that hill. And we used to just sit on the back porch and do a bunch of heckling.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
They physically picked up that house and moved it. Yeah. So it's a little special place back there. If we could look into that bronze couch, that would be amazing.
You still want it to be like leather bronze, so it's comfortable?
Dirty,
or
whatever.
No broken cushions, sunken in. I can already envision this god-awful couch.
That sounds like, it sounds like you guys are willing to sponsor that,
I mean,
we'll start a GoFundMe page for
all right.
If you could, I bet Class of 02
would definitely do it.
Rock that one,
I love it.
If we could look into a couch that, a type of bronze that like fades or gets really gross after a while, like
cigarette burns.
We can do that. They still got the frat houses. We can probably just go in the back porch.
I'm sure we can figure something out. Yeah. So it's fun to reminisce about the old times, but obviously, like Moose was saying, and then McNally even being an outsider, we so enjoy being out there for the stuff now, seeing the engagement, seeing you, like I said, run around giving out pizzas or
love it.
Shooting T-shirts out of cannons and stuff. That's what everybody wants to do and see and enjoy of all ages. So we really appreciate you being here and
thank you for having
being
me.
In Hickory and helping grow this not just program but just the spirit of Lenoir-Rhyne, because it really does mean a lot to the area. So.
Yeah, we're excited. We're going to keep building this thing. We're going to keep growing, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And we're so blessed to have people like you guys in the community that allow us to do things like this and get our story out there and get our message out there. We couldn't do it without you guys. And did you guys know we have air conditioning now in the gym?
Oh my gosh, it was
that's unbelievable.
I went to the gym the
I
other
went to a
day.
game this year. It was great.
Yeah, I went to the gym the other day and I had a sweater on, and I actually kept it on.
Yeah, you were probably
while I was in there. I was like, wait,
this?
what's happening? When I was an undergrad there, I worked in admissions and would give tours, and we would go into the gym. And these parents would be like,
what is this?
Why is this like this? And I'm like, well, let me explain.
Yeah, true.
And people thought it was charming, and I can clearly remember walking from my dorm freshman year, like bundled up in clothes because it's snowing outside, but I'm going to a basketball game. And I get in there, and then everybody takes the layers off. Yep. So, but that was exciting, having some air conditioning put in.
Yeah, long time coming.
We ready to foot that bill? That's been a bill nobody's had to pay for a long time.
Yeah, no, the bill has been footed. We are good. I think we're now expanding that into the locker rooms and the hallways and the auxiliary gym too. So, we're getting it done. We're getting the HVAC put in everywhere, and we're excited about that. And that all goes back to our leadership too. Dr. Witt and Kim and Dr. Witt being such an advocate for us being able to do some of the stuff like that. So, it was charming, but. The athletes thought it was less charming than the parents and the students. So.
I think so. Yeah, after after about halftime, it wasn't as charming. I'll tell you that.
It's like, okay, this was cute in the first half.
Hot
now,
and smelly. Yes. Yes. Well, thank you so much for being here. And hopefully you'll come back and join us, and then we can talk about next championships that are won and everything else.
Anytime. And I call dibs on the next guest food review.
Restaurant review, you were up. That's right. We'll stick around because we're getting ready to talk about that too.
Can't wait.
So, but first, we'll send it over to Moose, who has some events happening, maybe?
I do. This segment of the podcast is for all the people who say there's nothing to do in Hickory. Again, and Aaron, give us the dates for those next lacrosse games again.
Yeah.
For those that might have fast-forwarded through everything.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate it. So May 10th through 12th is the softball regionals, which we'll be hosting over at LR, free admission. And then the NCAA soccer regional, the lacrosse regional for men's will be Saturday, May 12th.
All right.
And that one, depending on the NCAA rules, that one might not be free admission, but if there is a cost, it'll be low. So,
right. Put that on your calendar, Hickory Nuts.
Yes, please.
All right, for sure. Moving right along, for the events for this segment, the Hickory Convention Center is putting on a bunch of events coming up. One is the Carolina Folk Fest. It's May 18th through 19th. At the Hickory Metro Convention Center, it's a juried show highlighting Southern folk art and outsider art, featuring nearly 100 artists from 9 stages with paintings, potteries, carvings, metalwork, jewelry, and more, with a mix of hand-selected jury craft booths. So that's May 18th through 19th. That's the Carolina Folk Fest. Coming up, you got your Spider-Man costume ready?
Batgirl.
I mean, don't we all?
I see that. Well, folks, buckle up. It's the Hickory Con, June the 2nd at the Convention Center. Write it down.
I'm just going to listen to the podcast.
Right on. It's North Carolina's largest one-day comic and gaming convention. It's boasting a ton of dealer and artist and guest tables. You're just sure to find something exciting.
Wait, can you go in? I mean, can you really? This is the type of thing that people go in costumes to.
Right, yeah. I mean, this is the real deal. Yeah.
Which costume are you wearing?
This is Comic-Con for Hickory. Which
costume are you wearing?
I think I'm going as Jabba the Hutt. I feel like it after
our meal. I had you pegged for the penguin.
Oh, you did?
Uh-huh. Oh, I like that.
I like that.
What would you have Mary Margaret pegged as?
Wonder Woman. She's my boss.
That's it. Bam.
Thank you. Bravo.
Yes.
Thanks.
Correct answer.
Speaking of penguins, the Hickory Bird Fair is coming up. That's a
great segue.
Best segue in the history of StreetCircleDrive. Write that down. The Hickory Bird Fair is at the Hickory Metro Convention Center coming up. Pet birds, food, cages, toys. If you like birds, Hickory Bird Fair coming up. It's in May. Didn't write the date down, but it's on the internet. There's a toy show coming up.
Aren't you on the internet right now?
What's that?
Aren't you on the internet right now?
I mean, are you on the internet right now?
You had one job.
I know.
Killing the smalls.
Yeah, right. This is what I see, Aaron. This is right. So, also coming up at the Hickory Metro Convention Center is the toy show, sponsored by Inside Pitch Promotions, May 12th and July 14th. Adults $5, children 15 and under for free. For more information, visit InsidePitchPromotions.com. And for all y'all that want to get involved in our community, the next Hickory City Council meeting is Tuesday, May the 15th. For you theater buffs out there, Hickory Community Theater, their next production will be Ragtime, and it opens up on May the 11th. So, it being May, music outside, under the sails events is starting back up this Friday, May the 4th, Sam Ryder and the Human Hands. May the 4th, May 11th, Gigi Dover and the Big Love. May 18th, Amanda Ann Plant and the Honey Cutters. May 25th, Mason Villa and the Hot Trail Mix. That's going to be our May events for the sales events.
The sales always brings the best names.
Yeah, the sales are the best. Thanks, Bob Sinclair, and all the folks that are involved with that. The sales series runs every Friday, May, June, and September this year. So be on the lookout for that. Music in the Mill has just announced their 2018 concert series with their opening date on June the 8th with Reckless Kelly and the Trombone Band. July 20th, John Moreland. August 17th, Shovels and Rope, big one. September 14th, even bigger in my world, Sam Bush Band. October 19th, Amy Helm, which is Levon Helm's daughter from the band. I don't know if you
Levon.
Levon. November 16th, a bunch of my buddies are really into this guy. I haven't really listened to him a bunch, but I've heard he's great. Tyler Childers. Also accompanying him is Liz Cooper and the Stampede. December 14th, Chatham County Line, Electric Holiday. That's going to be a banger. Go check that one out. And then rolling all the way into next year, January 18th, Bela Fleck and Abigail Washburn are coming to town. So those are huge acts, and we appreciate all the hard work that all these promoters are putting in, bringing all these folks to our town, and that's super. That's
take that, people that say there's nothing to do.
Right. Now, don't Moose, drive to Asheville. It's awful when you get there.
Next time we get together, I need you to review 95% of those because you went into next year with musical events.
That's
so you're going to remind the good people.
Sure did.
Yeah. That's how excited I'm at. So you can find out all this stuff. If I spoke too fast, I really apologize. But
Statesville accent.
It's the Statesville. Vol. The Sales Original Music Series, you can catch that on the internet, so as well as Music in the Mill series. Man, I'm still stuffed from lunch. Are you?
You trying to make another segue?
I'm just trying. It wasn't as good.
It's not coming as quick because I was even trying to think of something.
I know. Yeah. It wasn't as good as the Penguin. I'm just going to straight up say that.
That's true. I am still full, I admit. McNally,
excellent.
Tell the fans where we went.
Well, this lovely day, we went out for the people to Hannah's South, which is north on Highway 127.
Which makes
Hickory.
It clicky and fun. I think it
is awesome. So Hannah's Barbecue, it is in the same shopping center as Bargain Hunt, Outdoor Supply Company, all those wonderful venues where you like to spend your retail dollars.
And let's just do it also. What it used to be. What did it used to be? Old Hardee's back about 15 years.
Yeah, it was some sort of barbecue.
Backyard burger.
I was going to say burger joint, but
so Hickory Nuts know we always have to reference what it used to previous establishment was.
So the Bargain Hunt used to be the Hobby Lobby. Used to be the Winn-Dixie, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so that's what you do when you're in these parts.
Mm-hmm.
So Hannah South, we went there to check it out today. Our good friend who we gave a little too much props to last time we got together, Hootie Bowman.
Break our heart, Hootie.
Yeah, he was going to join us today as our food correspondent. Now I think Aaron will be a lot more.
I think Aaron wins now.
He's in. He's there.
Yeah.
So on Hootie's recommendation, he was very excited about going today to go off menu. So he had some food hacks for us at Hannah's, which I've been to plenty. And believe it or not, Mary Margaret, you're giving me a hard time. I have had the ginger lime steak salad, and it was fabulous there beforehand.
Who goes to Hannah's to eat a salad?
This guy.
Yeah. You didn't eat salads today.
I did not. Or even one salad or two salads. It still would have been better than
one thing of greens on our table.
Health-wise.
So there was random green on your plate, and that was it.
And it was the coleslaw.
Yes.
And the jalapenos.
And that was vinegared. Yes.
So I'll just go ahead and do a deep dive. So went fully on recommendations off menu. First thing I got was the PBJ burger, which is not peanut butter and jelly.
Again, not on the menu.
Not on the menu.
This is an exclusive. This is
tell
a
them
special
Hootie
one.
sent you. Or tell them McNally sent you.
Don't.
Too bad for Hootie.
Yeah.
Tell them you heard it on Street Circle Drive. Let's get it.
Yeah, tell them that. Maybe we'll get some sponsorship.
Maybe so.
All right.
I'll work on that.
We were scooped today. We were
Pimento,
scooped.
bacon, jalapeno burger on a ciabatta roll, and it was excellent. I really enjoyed that. Wasn't fresh jalapenos, typical jalapenos. There wasn't too much to where you felt the heat. I mean, I like it a little spicy. It was very good. Then I double dipped and went and got the pig in a pup.
Not to be confused with the pig and the poke, which wasn't that from European Vacation, the game they play?
Yes.
Anyway, go ahead.
We digress.
That was my throwback to Chevy Chase.
Bitter's full.
So the pig and the pup, not on the menu. It is a barbecue sandwich, so barbecue slaw on basically a hush puppy meal bread.
It was 4 hush puppies smushed together and closed.
No, but they were cooked. No, it was not. It was the meal. Trust me, I cut it. But you get it out there, it's a very crumbly mix. It can't go but so far out.
Did you not look at the top of it?
I looked at it and I cut it up.
It was 4 hush puppies that they put beside each other with some sort of binding, and they smushed it.
I want you to confirm that with Tanya next time we go.
Will do. We did tell about Tanya.
Yeah.
Oh, Tanya.
So it was a barbecue sandwich with slaw inside, basically, let's just call it a hush puppy bun.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
And it was sweet too. So I had the first bite. I usually don't like my barbecue in a sandwich. I like it piled high on the plate, do work. Mm-hmm. This was very good. That sweet hit you at the after you take a few bites, and then that sweet cornmeal hit. It was delicious.
And
I enjoyed it way
outside.
more. And it was crunchy, but I mean, I guess that big of a hush puppy had to be crunchy. It was delicious. It was much better than I thought it was going to be, but that was just me particularly because of the barbecue sandwich thing where I'm always like, give or take. Full recommendations. Enjoyed both those off-menu meals. So I would have to give what I had today, which would be more than the average bear should ingest in one day, much less sitting.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.
I would have to give today's an 8.75 out of 10.
Wow.
Excellent.
That's a big deal.
I mean, it was crinkle fries. Nothing special on the fries.
No, but the crinkle fries are good.
I've had friends get like the sweet potato fries before, and I've had those. Those are excellent. Mm-hmm. But the off menu today was awesome.
So it was a PBJ? So
PBJ, pimento, bacon, jalapeno.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, the waitress did, whenever you ordered the first one, you got fries with it as your side. And then you ordered the second one, and she was like, you don't want to side with that, right? Like, she's like,
it's like concern for
this
your
for
health.
both of you.
And I said, we'll share it.
Michael's like,
you had
looking
a quarter,
at me.
You had the quarter of the sandwich, so that made me feel better about myself.
Yeah.
But they still brought the side out with that, too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They're just nice like that.
Yeah. They just thought, there's no way this guy's one person eating both these.
Surely
there's somebody
not.
that's not sitting
Is
with
this guy
them
ordering for the table? No,
Yeah.
he's not ordering from the table. Well, I had the smoked wings. Really good. If you want a really good wing, check those out. I saw in the window, voted in 2014 best wings in Catawba County. So got that going for you. I mean, take that or leave it. Had green beans on the side, buffalo sauce, and all that good stuff. Hush puppies, really good. I usually like the hush puppies a little smaller, so they're not, as dry. But I thought that for the size, they were good. On the moose scale, solid 6 out of 7.
And the wings,
6 out of
6 out of 7. It was good.
the wings
were
looked
fantastic.
good. They had that little crunch on the outside, and they must have been good because it looked like they flew in and flew out.
Yeah, they did. Oh, how dare you? Yeah, they did. Serious pit stop. Throw me under the bus over here.
It was
Awful.
Weird day to be a girl on Street Circle Drive is what it was.
Mary Margaret.
Different from.
I know.
I know she has to put her earmuffs on a lot on the conversations.
I do.
That
She starts most of it, but yes,
she does start it.
She initiates.
Mary Margaret, tell us about your meal.
So I had the good standard chopped barbecue plate. I don't like sauce on my barbecue. I like them on my hush puppies. So I had vinegar sauce on the hush puppies. Had the side of okra and pinto beans, which pinto beans are
You raved about the pinto beans.
the best.
How was the okra? You didn't talk about the okra. Okay.
Oh, I had
Okra,
some okra too.
yeah, I shared okra with Moose. It was, it's good.
Okay.
Standard,
Yeah.
but good. Can't go wrong
Not
with it.
too overdone. Well,
No.
overdone ones can kind of kill.
Yeah, but they did not today,
Good.
by any means. It was good. The pintos there are my favorite. I mean, I think I said today that I could take a bath in them. Maybe I would have said that, or maybe I did. But yeah, totally said that as I devoured the side item. But the barbecue is always good. I think it's they have vinegar and then a red sauce on the table, so no mustard sauce, which I know McNally was fine with. Yeah, Moose was tasting the sauce before his food came, so
Yeah, who doesn't? Oh, most adults. That's what
Already over the age of 15, but whatever.
I didn't have a spoon, so I did on a fork.
You did it on
That
a
was
fork.
risky, but you prepared the napkin bed for
Thanks.
the slippage. I saw that.
Yeah.
I was like eating with my children. We, we discussed the atmosphere while we were there. So I
point.
prefer to have my barbecue joints dirty. Just,
Well, and just old looking.
I kind of like the dingy look. Yeah, like I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this.
Dust on some pig
The
figurines
increased
on
risk of
shelves.
salmonella equals
You know what I'm
the
talking
better
about.
tasting barbecue.
They all got pig figurines on shelves, and they all have about a half-inch dust on them because they haven't been.
I'm a tad bit disappointed that Hannah's, and I'm always disappointed when we go to Hannah's, that they don't have fried pickles, because I kind of feel like you should. They do have like nachos on the menu. Do you think that their menu's getting a little big for its britches? because it's not just barbecue and burgers. I think if they stuck with just barbecue and burgers, that'd be fine. But now they've got like nachos and wings and different like
salads, obviously.
And
I mean, I wouldn't know. You know, salads, right?
And for you dedicated Street Circle Drive listeners, this isn't like getting into like the crazy realm.
No, this is not Crazy Grill.
Right. This is not the crazy realm.
This is just a little over the top.
Have you asked about the food, the fried pickles before? That could be a food hack we don't
maybe
know
it's
about.
Off the menu. I don't know. Maybe they could.
I bet they could.
Now that we're in with Tanya and the good folks at Hannah's, that should be an ask.
So we did have a lady come around and ask us how our food was and wanted to know who our informant was. She was like, how did you know about this? Like, why did you order this? Mm-hmm. McNally said, you know Hootie? She was like, no.
Sorry.
She's like, who? What? Yep. But we introduced ourselves. She introduced her. She asked that we post the picture. I said, we always do. She's like, on Facebook and tag them. So I think I'm going to. Mm-hmm. I really enjoy Hannah's just because I feel like I'm going to get the same thing when I go there every time. I mean, which is comforting to know. You're going to get good barbecue. You're going to get good sides. There's always going to be something that you're going to like. And now I really find it enticing that they have off-menu items. That's super.
And she was bragging about their burger of the month.
Yeah,
we didn't have it, but
we did not. But she said, I mean, all I heard was Angus beef,
onion straws,
beer cheese.
Oh, she did talk about the
homemade beer cheese, and some sort of fancy mustard that had beer in it. I think whatever. It all sounded amazing.
The drunken monk or something like that, thirsty monk. Yeah.
I got a feeling that if they have those ingredients on the menu, you can mix and match and pretty much make whatever you want there.
I think so.
You could
do some food hacks easy. Yeah.
I would think so. And it was a nice crowd today, very full at lunchtime. I know they do have a location in Mountain View, I believe still. Used to have a good old dirty location there on behind Max's Mexican Eatery off 70. Oh, yeah. It's now the motorcycle club, like Sons of Anarchy stuff. But it is, it's that joint. So I enjoy that. You know what? That Hannah's in the motorcycle joint now, that Hannah's catered my graduation from Lenoir-Rhyne.
Really?
Damn right.
Full circle.
Right? Look at that. Aaron Bessey on the show today.
Circle of life.
Go Bears.
Yes.
Aaron, you've been to Hannah's?
I have. Actually.
Thumbs up?
Yeah, thumbs up. They catered our football event last year for free. So Tanya, we're close to Tanya.
You know Tanya.
We know Tanya.
Oh. Look at that.
So we
can drop Aaron's name.
I was about to say, we should have said we know Aaron.
Exactly. Yeah, would have gotten you farther than Hootie did.
I guess so. Aaron's coming back. That's all there is to this.
Please. They're great.
Yeah, good. Are you a barbecue fan by nature?
Oh, yeah, from North Carolina, I mean.
Yeah, but what kind? No.
Yeah, this is big.
Think before you answer.
Carefully.
Do you guys,
what kind of sauce do you take on your barbecue?
He doesn't know where I'm from, but...
No, he doesn't.
I'm vinegar-based.
Bravo.
Congratulations.
Okay, that was a good answer.
Now you can come back. Yes.
Okay, I was making sure. Okay, that was a really nervous moment for me.
If you would have said mustard and you went to NC State, you would have been out the door.
No.
On your ear, son.
At least I'm 1 for 2 in that, in that regard.
McNally might have just totally kicked you out.
Yeah, and I'm right next to him, so I'm within arm's reach. That could have been bad.
Yeah. Well, I give them a 8 out of 10. Very, very happy there. It's a good place. Everybody should check out Hannah's.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So now has come the time for our special segment. We're actually going to cut the podcast right here, and then we're going to listen to some kids, young adults, if you will, that are here from the SWAG program. SWAG stands for Students with Attainable Goals, and they go around to different businesses and take tours and learn about some things that are maybe a little off the beaten path in the Hickory area that they could maybe take some interest in. So maybe they'll all want to be podcast stars whenever they get older, if Moose and I do our job right today.
That's right.
We'll see. So we're going to cut this right here, and you can hear the segment. We'll come back and close it out. All right, guys, welcome back to Street Circle Drive. Thanks for listening earlier. And I told you that we had a surprise for you coming in later in. So this is actually spliced into the episode. Wanted to tell you about some guests that we have coming by the studio. Moose and I are here
Hello.
Hello, Moose is here. And we are speaking with the students of the SWAG program. So we're going to find out more about it. I don't know everything about the SWAG program, but I do know it's here in Hickory, and this show is all about Hickory. So you don't have to say your names. If you do, you can just say your first name, just because I don't want to get in trouble legally. But maybe tell me a little bit about the SWAG program. We can just start. Who wants to start? You want to start? Sure. All right. Get up on the mic and tell me a little bit about the SWAG program. What do you guys do in the SWAG program?
Okay, so my name is Madison, and in the SWAG program, we kind of learn how to be an entrepreneur, and we learn how to be an entrepreneur as a kid, and if we want to be an entrepreneur when we grow up, we kind of have a little bit of an idea on how to start your own business and what kind of ideas and how to be better than your competitors and what kind of consumers that you want to go after.
Better than your competitors. I picked up on that. I like that. That's important. Moose and I are both entrepreneurs. We've both started different businesses, and it's hard, but it's a lot of fun because, again, you do get to learn all about your competitors and then try to be better than them. All right, what about you? What have you guys been doing in the SWAG program lately, other than coming to the Awesome Mesh here to be on our show?
Right, of course.
Thank you.
Basically, we've went on different field trips to different businesses, and they tell us how they started their program or how they started their business, and what we ask questions like what conflicts we would have, like the pros and cons of being an entrepreneur, and maybe the hardships or like certain things that they have to do if they're in a restaurant or if they're in a nonprofit organization. Just asking different questions and finding out stuff that we didn't know before about being an entrepreneur.
Excellent.
That's great. Who can tell me about, Jeff and I were speaking a little bit before you guys got here. Tell me a little bit about the SWAG tank. What's going on with that? Go ahead.
Okay, so this is my first year, but what I've heard from my brother and sister is that the SWAG tank is it's like Shark Tank. You present an idea, and you have to show what would benefit because of your idea, and what basically you need to make that idea happen, what you need to do, and the steps you need to take to make your dream come true.
Right
Nice. You know, speaking of, we didn't even ask what SWAG stands for. I already know, but can you tell me what SWAG stands for?
Students with attainable goals.
Students with attainable goals. Yes. SWAG.
Everybody's got that swagger.
I like it. You guys all got it coming in here.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
All right, awesome. So tell me about what your dream is. What are you going to do with this program, and what do you want to be when you grow up?
Well, my dream for this program that it goes more outward towards like all over North Carolina instead of just one part of Hickory, because Hickory is not that big. But if we can expand it, then I feel like it would benefit more, and it would bring more people closer to Hickory. And for me, myself, when I want to grow up, I probably want to be like somebody that's in the sports business, because I'm super deep into sports, and I love sports.
Well, this is the perfect episode for you to be on, because in our show today, we have Aaron Bessey, and he's the Associate Athletic Director for Lenoir-Rhyne Athletic Department. He's a great person to know. We'll introduce you. It's great. What do you want to do when you grow up?
I really don't have an idea of what I want to do.
Just be awesome and maybe be on a podcast?
Maybe.
World-renowned podcast host?
Yes.
That's my goal when I grow up.
Good luck with Moose growing up.
Am I doing all right with that?
Nope. What about you? You got any idea what you want to be when you grow up?
Well, I have like a bunch of ideas. One of them was to be a doctor, and then my fallback for that was to like try to be innovative and innovate different products to be better than they are now.
Absolutely.
And sell them back out into the market to make money from that.
So,
hey, I love it.
So if you guys could share, because our listeners might not be at your swag tank coming up, can you guys share what your businesses are, or is that you got to keep it all
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
Some of those like to keep our businesses a secret.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
There are prizes at the end.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's a real deal competition.
No corporate espionage.
We could tell you what we did last year, though. Some of us that were in
That's a
there.
good idea. Let's talk about
Bring it
that.
on.
Okay, well, last year I made up a organic restaurant where everything that I sold was organic food. Where I had my own farm with organic fruits and vegetables and animals without steroids and stuff like that. And yeah,
Nice. That's excellent. Anybody else got something from that they can share?
Us too, but she can go first.
No, please.
Yeah, you too, buddy. While they're over here,
Insist you go first.
I'll go first. Okay.
Oh, is it brother and sister?
that makes a lot
I
of
can tell. Well, then how about you go first?
He wasn't.
Another brother. I like it.
Okay.
You didn't go last year.
I know, but I have something to say.
Oh.
So my idea is incorporated with my job that I want to do. I want to be a biogenetic engineer.
I don't even know what that means.
It's like DNA creating and
Yes.
replacing.
Yes. Awesome.
I want to be able to I've always wanted to fly. So I want to be able to recode the genetic makeup. So when either you can get them when you're older, or have them or get them naturally grown with you. You can be born with wings, or get them attached by redoing the genetic makeup of your DNA.
Man, I want wings.
I would like to stay friends with you so that when you get older, I can get some wings.
Or just straight superpowers.
I would take superpowers as well.
Absolutely.
Yes, excellent. All right, you guys. Now you got ideas?
Okay, so what happened last year was I won.
Okay.
No,
Oh, well, congratulations.
We didn't ask
For
all
no
of that.
reason.
He won
For
first place.
absolutely no
Okay, I won
reason.
third.
Congratulations.
He won for no reason.
Go ahead.
He won for no reason.
Anyway, so my idea was that since I play the trumpet in band, I was gonna gather a bunch of trumpet players to go play funerals for war veterans that have died.
Ah.
Yes, and I had a whole presentation on like how the profit would be almost like 99% because of barely having to buy materials for the players, and how like you can get paid up to $500 per
Amazing.
per funeral.
What was the name of it? Is there a program name or is
Yeah, I called it Songs for Souls.
Songs for Souls? I dig it. Very cool.
Yes.
Congratulations on that. What about you? You said you had an idea last year, right?
I did, but we don't need it. Nobody asked for all of that. Thank you. But there was a lot of competition, so fourth place was good for me.
Absolutely.
Anyways, so I forgot that I was too busy thinking about this year.
It's been a whole
Because
year.
I don't
That's right.
remember.
Because you're
Anyways.
ready this year.
And so my project it started whenever I kind of didn't have a present for my mom for Mother's Day, and I had no money because I don't have a job. I wish I did.
Yeah,
And
fair enough.
So then I saw it on YouTube where I got like crayons and then I melted them and then I put them on like candles, and then I like painted the candles with the crayons and
Beautiful.
like different colors of paint. And so then I kind of had that idea if you really don't have a lot of money, and then it's kind of like a DIY that you can do for yourself, or you can get them customized, and then you can like they can be sent to your house and right on Mother's Day with
Amazing.
a card that you've kind of typed in what you want to say, and it'll be a surprise for your mother. And then you might say, oh, I didn't get you a gift, and then it'll come to the door, and then they'll be surprised, and they have no idea that you have bought that.
Again, better reasons to stay friends with all of you, because I've got a mother, and sometimes I have forgotten to give her a card.
Be so surprised they got a candle.
See, hey, you know what?
Mom
I would
likes
love a candle.
candles.
I would love a candle, absolutely. Hey, we've got some of the leaders here, if you will. One of them being Jeff Newell, who is no stranger to this podcast network you guys want to come over and tell us your names and what you do and how this program came about.
Well, I appreciate it, Mary Margaret. And then I'm Jeff Newell, and I work at Catawba Valley Community College Small Business Center, and I get a chance to do the Entrepreneur Exchange podcast on a monthly basis. But 4 years ago, I had the chance to meet Alex Sproul, who is also with us. And Alex is a local business owner. He actually has two businesses. He has a security business called K9 Security, and he has his own farm as well.
Nice.
And he teamed up with the Hickory Recreation Department to try to come up with a way to keep kids down at our Ridgeview Recreation Center engaged, and wanted to come up with a program to help them learn about business ownership and entrepreneurship. So we partnered with them. And Alex, why don't you talk a little bit about some of where the ideas came from?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Alex Sproul. I'm one of the co-founders of the SWAG program, Students with Attainable Goals. And like Jeff said, that I'm a business owner in Catawba County, owning two businesses. And I just know the opportunity that I had and I was given. And I always was taught by my parents that you got to give back. If you're blessed, you got to give back. And most of my family was raised in the Ridgeview area. So that's the point that I wanted to give back. And, I talked with my wife, Lisa Sproul, who's co-founder of the program as well. I told her, I said, we need to give back, and how can we do so? So I went down to the Ridgeview area, and I sat down with, at the time, the director, or one of the coordinator directors, Reggie, and I asked him, what can I do to help in the Ridgeview community? And he was like, look, with you being an entrepreneur, we'd like to get a program started, with you design, building that program. So that's when I started, put my think cap together, and that's when I got with Jeff. And we went to the SBC and talked with Gary Muller from CVCC, Catawba Valley Community College, and they thought it was an excellent idea to try to get behind. And I'm glad to say that we're in our fourth year with the support of the local community. The community has been so great and so supportive. Hickory Parks and Recreation has been such a big support to the program. Some of the businesses, Modern Nissan of Hickory, they've been supportive. SBC, CVCC. I mean, I can name a list of people, but the community really grabbed this program and took it, because you can hear the kids' voices. They're very stoked about this program.
Absolutely.
They're very stoked, and I'm just blessed to be a part of it.
Thank you so much for sharing all this with us and letting us be a part of it.
And we'd also be remiss, Alex mentioned his wife Lisa, who is a very big part of the program. He's not feeling that well today, but he would be in trouble if we didn't
That's right.
Thank you, Lisa.
Definitely, Lisa. I love you.
And we also want to say that we got a lot of support this program this year for the program from Hickory's Community Relations Council, which provided the grant that allowed us to put this program on. So we want to recognize them as well.
Very cool. Hey, your turn, buddy. I want to know what's been your favorite part about the SWAG program. And he's looking at me with wide eyes right now. There's a microphone right there. Don't be scared.
Field trips.
Field trips, yes. Well, absolutely. I mean, because clearly field trips brought you here. How often do you do this?
Every year.
Oh, every Thursday. Very cool. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Very cool.
Depends on the time and what we're supposed to do.
Okay. Excellent.
Mainly our field trips are Thursdays, but we meet every Tuesdays and Thursdays.
And work on your plans, your business plans and stuff?
No, we work on our business plans privately.
Oh, I see. Yes,
we do not say anything in the public, and if we do, we have to change it.
I hear you. Well, the Mesh is actually won the entrepreneur program. I guess there was a contest as well. Yeah, the Edison. It was a sort of like a Shark Tank. Yeah. So we've been through that. It's crazy, and I mean, I can't believe you guys are doing it multiple years in a row, because I about lost all my hair going through it. But congrats to you guys. You guys are awesome. We're really excited to have you here. We'd love to have you back. We definitely want to follow up and find out what happens with the winner of the competition, Swag Tank. And they're all pointing at themselves. So we know what's going to happen. But thank you guys so much. And definitely stay tuned on Street Circle Drive to hear more on follow-up on this program.
That's right. And would you guys be interested in doing a kids podcast sometime?
Yeah.
Like an all-kids podcast?
I'm a teenager.
Oh,
I am a teen as well.
The teen podcast.
Preteen.
Teen talk.
Teen talk.
I'm 11. I'm 11 teen, so
Perfect.
I would actually like that.
because that's a number.
We all know each other very well.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
That would be a pretty
Yeah,
good
pretty
thing to do.
organic. That'd be fun.
Great.
And again, SWAG again was made possible with the support of the city of Hickory, the Community Relations Council, and the Hickory Recreation Department. So we'd like to thank them again. And if any of our listeners have any kids out there who'd like to be involved in the SWAG program, you can contact Jeff Newell over there at CVCC Small Business Center. So we want to thank you guys again for coming in and be part of Street Circle Drive and the Mesh today.
You're welcome.
That's great.
Thanks.
Way to go, SWAG.
All right. Thanks, guys, for listening. Hope you enjoyed the show today. Want to thank our guest, Aaron Bessey, Associate Athletic Director from Lenoir-Rhyne, for being here with us today and sharing the excitement of Bears athletics. Definitely going to have you back for the food review, but also want to have you back whenever we are full-blown into the fall season, too. I think we'd like to hear about the chronic era coming up.
Hey, absolutely. Anytime.
Wonderful.
Anytime you guys want.
Thank you so much. Guys, we are due back here in a couple weeks. We haven't talked about where we're going to go eat next. We kind of gave that hint last time, but I'm not inviting Hootie. We've kind of cleared that up since he stood us up this time. But you'll just have to tune in and hear where we go next time. Again,
It'll
please.
be delicious.
What?
It'll be delicious.
Oh, I thought you said utterly delicious. And I was
ice
like,
cream for lunch.
I'll go there too.
I'll go ice cream. I don't care. Yes. Maybe that's dessert. Who knows? Okay, so please go check out the other shows over on themesh.tv. We've got something for everybody over there. There's film review shows, sports shows. Hey, we've got I was going to let you guys know this. The Fantasy Formula show that used to be the Fantasy Football show, they are now back in the studio, but under a different name. Now call themselves Big Fan.
The Big Fan.
Because they're
of the big
fans of everything. Anyway,
Broadens their horizons too.
It
They
does.
don't have to just talk about fantasy.
Correct. So they are tackling everything from music, sports, girls, any dude stuff. Yeah. So go check out Chad and Hank over on Big Fan. And along with all the other shows, you can find them on the website at www.themesh.tv. If you have any questions, you can email us at info@themesh.tv. Also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, hitting the airwaves. I think that's probably about it. You guys got anything else? All right, good. Great. Brilliant. All right, say goodbye, boys.
Goodbye, boys.
Later, Hickory Nuts.
You've been listening to The Mesh, an online media network of shows and programs ranging from business to arts, sports to entertainment, music to community. All programs are available on the website as well as through iTunes and YouTube. Check us out online at themesh.tv. Discover other network shows and give us feedback on what you just heard.